Hello everyone, this is Jay. I'm at Inspiration Masters, and as a part of our inspiring series, we do have individuals from everywhere who are making a difference in the lives of people, not only here in the Dallas Fort Worth area but around the world. As a part of our inspiring series, today I have a special guest, and I have a pleasure and a privilege to welcome Ms. Tripti. Welcome, Tripti, to Inspiration Masters.
Thank you, Jay. Pleasure to be here.
And you took time off your busy schedule, and I'm glad to have you here. I'll tell you something about Tripti. She is a psychology major from Ferguson College. She holds her MBA, the Master's in Business Administration from Symbiosis in Pune, and a Master's in English Literature. She's the co-founder of a special organization, Indie Meme, and it's a very special organization. I want you to know about it, and I don't want to tell you anything. I want Ms. Tripti to tell us more about the organization.
Thanks, Jay. So IndieBeam is a non-profit. We have been bringing independent cinema from South Asia to North America since last 5 years.
Wow.
So we started in Austin,
Mhm.
and we got our non-profit status about 2 years back,
Uh-huh.
or 3 now.
Uh-huh.
And so we are working towards getting socially relevant cinema to the
Wow.
audiences here.
Wonderful. That's good to know. Socially relevant films, and these are not the mainstream Bollywood films. Is that
Yes,
right?
these are not Bollywood cinema. You know,
Mhm.
earlier we used to call them parallel cinema
Mhm.
or alternate cinema, and still, but independent cinema is gaining a big traction
Right.
from different audiences who want to get a different flavor, not only in terms of world cultures,
Right.
but also in terms of the stories that people tell.
Right.
So,
Because you're right. I was looking up something, and I found out that the stories which are supposed to be told, which are needed to be told, but somehow since it's not the mainstream Bollywood, they have to be brought to. So tell us something about the process, like how it's not putting up a DVD in a player or something like that, but you are bringing the actual film to the theaters. Tell us more about it. How does that work?
Right. So most of the times, whenever you have any of the big actors' films in Bollywood that is being released, Salman Khan,
Right.
Shah Rukh Khan, we all love to go and watch
Right.
on the big screen and
Uh-huh.
everything, and they have their place in the entertainment industry.
Right.
I think it's extremely important, and
Yes.
I'm a Bollywood fan. I love Bollywood films.
Right.
So, but equally so, independent cinema
Mhm.
has exceptional stories
Right.
made in an exceptional format
Uh-huh.
that people need to watch.
That's
and these
right.
are stories of people like you and me,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
From around the world, and they
Yes.
are very inspiring stories.
Yes. Correct.
So most of the films that we pick up are
Mhm.
very meaningful, socially relevant
Mhm.
cinema that we try and bring in, and then tie in with a local organization
Uh-huh.
in the area, so
Right.
that we can amplify the awareness aspect of that subject matter that we are working with.
That is right. Yeah. Normally it would not make it into a mainstream film, but
Yes.
because of our efforts, everyone here locally has an opportunity to go and watch those films in theaters.
On the big screen.
And
Yeah.
how do you do the screening? How often screenings are held?
Well, we try and do the screenings. So when we started it, the idea was to have these films not only brought to the theater, but also bring them for people who are non-festival goers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Right. So otherwise, you see all these festivals which are, screening
Yeah.
these
Mhm.
films over a period of 3 days, 4 days, 1 week,
Right.
and that is the only time they're screened.
That's
So
true.
we want to continue that model, even though we have
Okay.
our own festival now, and this is our
Right.
third year that we are into it. We want to continue that model. So it's
Yes.
almost every second month, every other month, we strive
Okay.
to screen a film. And sometimes, if not, then every 3 months there is a screening.
There is a screening. I think that's a very good idea, because not typically it will bring the film goers are normally there at
Mhm.
festivals, but to bring them into mainstream on a routine basis, that
Right.
might be much more interesting for everybody. to
Yes,
take
and our
part
goal
in
is
it.
to go monthly.
Oh, that is very
So we are
interesting.
working
Yeah.
towards that.
So yeah, as more awareness grows about it, then you can bring in more film.
Yes.
And I heard that you also bring in the actors, producer, directors on there to talk to the people. Is that how it
Right.
works
So
too?
one of our missions is also to provide platform to independent filmmakers who
Mhm.
otherwise do not have a connection with an international audience.
Right.
Right. So it's different. So independent cinema, the way it works is either it's a passion project
Mm-hmm.
for somebody,
Right,
for
that's
a
correct,
filmmaker
yeah.
who wants to do it, and then they go all out, putting
That's right.
together. Recently, we screened a film, Turup, which was a different format because that was a collaborative format. It was made by Ektara Collective, wherein all the people who were working on the film were part of that collective.
Wow.
Right?
That's an interesting concept.
Right, because see, for anything that you want to do, funding is a major issue.
It is, yeah, it is.
Right, so, and independent films, now we've seen bigger production studios who are getting in, like Fox, and there are bigger names who are coming in, who have started funding the films now in the last 3 to 4 years. So it is getting a big traction.
That is good.
But with our aim to connect the filmmakers with the international audience, for those who don't have the opportunity otherwise.
That is right, yeah.
That's what we do. So we connect them either by bringing them here, so they travel here, or Skype.
Right.
Technology rules.
That's absolutely. And I see that the countries, mainly Southeast Asian films you're bringing in here.
Yes,
so the
South
films,
Asia.
films from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, all of those films.
Nepal, Bhutan, yes.
Everywhere. Okay, that's very interesting. So all of them have an opportunity, and in today's world, I think that integration is a big thing.
Sorry.
The cultural integration is one of the ways to resolve the conflicts too, I guess.
Absolutely.
It will open up a ground of understanding different cultures and how things are and what are important issues facing a lot of people around the world.
Right. You said it, Jay. I think it's so important to, in today's world especially, to take care of stereotypes.
Right, that's correct.
Right? So, and also to make people who are not familiar with our culture,
right,
for them to get familiar with the culture.
That is true, true, yes.
That familiarity, then that fear kind of is taken away when you know how a system or how a culture works.
Right, and picture is worth 1,000 words. When they see it, that these are the actual real people in real time. You're able to see them on screen, and you know that everybody is the same. Right,
and after going through so many stories over so many years, we've realized that the problems are the same everywhere.
That's right. That's right.
People are the same.
That's right, exactly.
Emotions are the same. Right, you run into the same conflicts, and the resolutions could be different.
That's
which is where again we strive to connect these organizations around the world.
Right.
I just want to give an example. We screened a film on Ship of Theseus, and it was on organ transplant. So we had one liver transplant surgeon in New York. He is Dr. Barry, and he runs a non-profit, and we connected with him. He was at the University of Rochester, and he's connected with Mohan Foundation, which is in India, and we did awareness campaign and fundraising and everything on organ donation, organ transplant, and now Dr. Barry has moved to India. He started with a sabbatical for 6 months, but now he's advising one of the governments to create mobile platforms for these patients who cannot afford it.
Yeah.
So it's the film has such a big social influence, and if we can only get people talking and create the awareness, there is so much of ripple effect.
It can go far off.
Right, ripple effect that happens that's not tangible. Right, we are talking about all intangible things, but we have stories like this for the.
But this is actually converting something into reality, which is going to save the lives of a lot of people. And that's
it has an impact.
This is an incredible story, because this is what actually you're looking for.
Yes, exactly.
All of this.
Yes.
So I am so intrigued by this. I want to know more about, so that people who are listening and watching today can get involved. So what are the ways and how they can get into touch with Indie Meme and find out more about the screening which you're doing? Where do they go for information? How do they sign up? What are the options they have?
So all the people who already know us, I think they need to talk to their friends and let them know, screenings are happening. But of course, you can go to indiememe.org, indiememe.org. You can sign up for our newsletters there. Look for us on Facebook. We tweet as well, we're getting fancier on social media. So
that's right, yeah.
Right, and then I think it's mainly word of mouth. So once you know about our screenings, come and attend. You can become a member, and that way you will get our special member newsletters. You will know what's going on. We have member mixers throughout the year, wherein you can meet like-minded people who share your interest in
That's right.
independent films or
Yes.
the social aspect of it or just the fun
Just the fun part of it, watching
part
the
of
film.
it.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
have a very
Absolutely.
fun group of memers that's there. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, friends, it's so nice of you to come here and talk to us about it. If you need more information, it is at indiememe.org. And the people who are really interested in finding out more about the films, which are not the mainstream, but it's hard time to find those, this is an opportunity for anyone to connect and go in actually into the theaters and get an opportunity sometimes to meet some of the producer directors and ask them the questions directly. So this was a great insight into something which we were not much familiar with. So I'm glad you took the time and explained everybody about it. Thank you so much for stopping by. And on behalf of the entire team at Inspiration Masters, we wish you all the best with all the upcoming events and every program you do.
Oh, thank you.
We wish you all
so much.
success.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for having me, the entire Inspiration Master team. Thank you so much.
Thank you.